David? How you doing?
Hey, I'm great. I feel great. Yeah. How you doing?
Fun DMC back. More tournament games. A lot of tournament games going on for us. And you got a solid competitor here. And I have absolutely nothing bad to say Antonio because I like Antonio. He's a good dude. But I have seen you play. And I know you know your stuff. You did awesome in the teams. I know you're great at singles. How you feeling about the match today?
Yeah, I've been really looking forward to this match. I'm kind of like trying to redeem myself in the very first match I had with Robert. I think I was like my first time playing. So now like I've grown a lot, I feel. And yeah, I know. I mean, I'm watching a lot of tapes for Antonio, and I know that he's going to be a beast of a competitor. So I'm just here to try my best and hopefully kill it.
Hey, that's all we can ask. I know how you feel about Robert because he did it to me too. But you have the skills. You know what you need to do. And I think we're ready for this.
Yeah. Let's do it.
We're back at it.
Yep.
And another who's of who we can add to your list of people you've beaten. And you've been the underdog every time you enter some of these things, even if you're higher ranked or even if you have a buyer record. Redshaw, can't be Redshaw. Can't be this person. I beat him. So David's one of the new up-and-comers. I like David a lot. I think he's got a lot of knowledge, but I think just your experience will outweigh it. In other leagues, you're partnered with Robert, and Robert beat him. So I think you guys are a good pairing there. So I think you have what it takes to beat David tonight. I think it's going to be a close match. Again, he's nothing to take lightly, but I think we'll be the ones on top at the end of round 3.
Yeah.
How you feeling?
Yeah, feeling pretty good. I actually was looking forward to this for a while. Definitely worked my ass off because I have seen David play maybe like once or twice, and I was like, yeah, he knows his stuff. But like you said, I've been here a little bit longer. I want to actually make that count for something. So yeah, I just want to get this over with and come out with the win.
Let's do this.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Multiplex Movie Warzone. I'm your host, Kaleb Boatman, and today we got a good match for all. We got Antonio, the Assassin Chavez, going up against diehard David Nishimoto. This should be an interesting, excellent match. Kirk, thoughts?
Yeah, it's gonna be a good one. I saw this on the brackets. I got excited for it. David obviously has been making a name for himself. He's been on a run in teams and elsewhere. He's just drawn a lot of attention. And I know from experience with Antonio's feeling, when you see those guys coming up behind you who are kind of getting all that, taking attention away from you, those are the guys you want to beat. So I know he's motivated. This is going to be a good match.
Absolutely. So without further ado, let's just bring in our competitors. Introducing first, coming to the ring with a record of 1 win, 1 defeat, representing Fun DMC. It is diehard David Nishimoto, the 27 seed. And introducing second, coming in the ring, the number 6 seed, representing the First Order, coming in with a record of 7 wins, 4 defeats. It is Antonio, the Assassin Chavez. This should be a great match, so let's get into it. Round 1's going to work like this: 8 different questions, 8 different categories. You get all 8 right, you get a bonus question. 3 repeats and the challenge are going to be you throughout the entire match. Please remember to keep your hands on screen at all times. So we will get started with your first question, which comes in the category of actors and actresses. What character has been played by Eddie Murphy, Robert Downey Jr., and Rex Harrison?
Eddie Murphy, Robert Downey Jr., Rex Harrison. You lock them in a room with a couple of broken pool cues. Who's walking away?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'll take Robert Downey. Let's go to Antonio.
Dr. Doolittle.
And David.
Dr. Doolittle.
Both correct.
All right, question number 2 comes in the category of Oscars. What Oscar did Cold Mountain win? They got a lot of cold mountains in Iowa, Boatman.
There's not a lot of mountains in Iowa. I've been to mountains that have been cold. I've never been to a warm mountain, though. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down. It's the altitude. Let's go to Antonio.
Best supporting actress.
And David.
Best supporting actress, too.
Both correct. So we get into your third question in the category of comedy. What 90s film centers around a small town that believes a New York theater critic is coming to their town's community theater production?
You ever do any community theater, Boatman?
Never community theater, but I did a lot of plays and musicals in high school. I was probably my favorite character. I was the Mad Hatter in our production of Alice in Wonderland.
I can see that.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, pens down. Let's go to Antonio.
Too long food. Thanks for everything.
And David.
No, I ran out of time.
Waiting for Guffman is the correct answer.
I want to get that.
All right. Question number 4 comes in the category of horror. What is the first name of Bruce Campbell's character in the Evil Dead franchise?
Most people, when they hear I played the Mad Hatter, they have your reaction of, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. It's typecast.
4, 3, 2, 1. My high school theater teacher did a lot of that. Antonio.
Ash.
And David.
Ash.
That is correct. But not Ash Ketchum. As we get to your next question, in musicals, Hair takes place during what war?
See, I was always cast as the bad guy. Like I did a lot of like plays and stuff for my church. I was always the devil, or like the kid that was, or like the guy that was offering the kids drugs. That was always me.
4, 3, 2, 1. And we'll go to David.
Vietnam War?
And Antonio.
You also said Vietnam War.
Both correct. Thanks, Kirk. That was good.
The next category comes in the category of Westerns. Who plays the villainous Ned Pepper in 1969's True Grit?
Do you have a favorite type of pepper, Kirk?
I'm not a big pepper guy.
That's
I'll use it, but I honestly don't know like a lot of different types of peppers.
Like I'm not talking about
connoisseur.
Like bell peppers. 5.
Oh, no, those kind of peppers I don't eat a lot either.
1.
I'm not a straight pepper guy.
Let's go to David.
That's a guess. Robert Mitchum.
And Antonio.
Another guess. Lee Marvin.
Both incorrect. David got the first name right, though. It's Robert Duvall.
Ooh.
Oh, my God. Really?
Yeah. He's great in it.
Huh.
As we get into your penultimate question in the category of drama. In Parasite, the Park family's housekeeper is allergic to what?
I don't give it away after the question. You can tell me what you're allergic to, Boatman.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Tears. Let's go to Antonio.
I still like to see the damn movie. Strawberries.
And David.
Peaches.
That is correct. Also, the best Presidents of the United States song. Peaches come can.
And with no perfect rounds, your final question in this round comes in scores and soundtracks. Who composed the score for Predator, Grumpy Old Men, and Castaway?
Which of these movies is your favorite, Kirk?
Probably Castaway, because I watched that recently, and I haven't seen Grumpy Old Men or Predator in a really long time.
That's fair. I would probably also take Castaway, but Grumpy Old Men is fun. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Predator is overrated. Let's go to David.
Okay. Well, Alan Silvestri.
And Antonio.
Damn, he got it. Alan Silvestri.
Both correct. So 5-6, David's lead. Okay, going into round 2, it's going to work like this. You're going to get 5 different questions in whatever category you spin. Each competitor is going to get a chance to spin the wheel. If they spin, they can keep it. If they don't, they can spin again, but then they're stuck with it. You're going to get 2 points for every answer you get correct. You go to multiple choice, 1 point, or if you get it wrong, other player gets a chance to steal. Categories on our lovely wheel tonight are David's strengths of directors in post-1990 John Turteltaub, Antonio's strengths of movies based on Marvel Comics and Harrison Ford. We also have coming of age / teen, war, classics, and animated. So we are going to bring in, since David is in the lead, Anthony, would you like to spin first or defer?
Talk about this. I know Cody doesn't like us to do this too quickly, so I want to talk. I want to go through this a little bit. No. We said you want to go second and defer, right?
Yeah, defer.
Okay.
Ha! We wanted to go first, anyways.
Yeah.
Joke's on you.
And it's going to land on your strength of movies based on Marvel Comics.
All right.
I think we take that.
Yep. Let's do it.
Multiple choices if you need to, but we'll take shots if you can. Okay?
All right.
All right. And Antonio, I will give you your questions in the category of movies based on Marvel Comics. In The Incredible Hulk, what is Samuel Stern's code name in his correspondence with Bruce?
Mr. Blue.
That is correct for 2 points. Okay, for a second I thought David was frozen. I didn't want to continue. But he's back. What is the name of the pack of vampire hunters led by Hannibal King in Blade Trinity?
The Night Stalkers.
That is correct for 2 points. What MCU film features Stan Lee saying the quote, "Well, the 60s were fun, but now I'm paying for it"? And Tony, if you can bring your other hand up a little bit. Thank you.
Multiple choice.
All right, multiple choice options are A, Doctor Strange, B, Thor the Dark World, C, Ant-Man and the Wasp, D, the Black Panther.
Ant-Man and the Wasp.
That is correct for 1 point. What film features the characters of James Edwards, Laurel Weaver, and Edgar?
Men in Black.
That is correct for 2 points. And your final question, who plays Wolfsbane in The New Mutants?
Multiple choice.
Multiple choice options are A, Maisie Williams, B, Blue Hunt, C, Anya Taylor-Joy, D, Alice Braga. Five.
Maisie Williams.
That is correct for 1 point. So it is 13-6, Antonio's lead as we get into David's round two. Bring in David's manager.
All right. So we knew we'd do all that.
And your first spin comes in coming of age /teen.
I'm iffy on it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm iffy on it. I think I want to take a chance.
You want to spin again?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we should. There's not too much on here that.
Spinning again?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Right. This is the category you are stuck with.
Of course.
Things in classics.
That's how it works. That's all right. Use multiple choice.
I'm cool with it.
Don't worry. Just get a couple.
All right, David, you ready for your first question in the category of classics?
Yep.
What name does Jackie Gleason's character go by in The Hustler?
Multiple choice.
Multiple choice options are A, Fast Eddie, B, Slim Ricky, C, Cupid Johnson, or D, Minnesota Fats.
D, Minnesota Fats.
That is correct for 1 point. Question number 2. What duo appeared in the films Big Sleep and To Have and Have Not?
Multiple choice.
Sure. Multiple choice options are A, Cary Grant and Katharine Hepburn, B, Spencer Tracy and Katharine Hepburn, C, Humphrey Bogart and Barbara Stanwyck, or D, Humphrey Bogart and Lauren Bacall.
Can you repeat the options again? Sorry.
Sure. I'll go a little slower for this time. A, Cary Grant and Katharine Hepburn. B,
Sorry.
B, Spencer Tracy and Katharine Hepburn. C. Humphrey Bogart and Barbara Stanwyck, or D. Humphrey Bogart and Lauren Bacall?
D. As
D
in
is
dog.
correct for 1 point. That is correct. Question number 3. The best years of our lives centers around veterans of what war?
World War II.
That is correct for 2 points. And your final question in the category of classics. What job does Jack Lemmon's character have in Irma la Douce?
Five, 4.
Multiple choice.
Multiple choice options: A, accountant; B, police officer; C, cameraman; or D, insurance agent.
Five.
Insurance agent.
That is incorrect. Antonio for the 1 point steal. A, accountant; B, police officer; C, cameraman; D, insurance agent.
Police officer.
That is correct for 1 point. And your fifth and final question in the category of classics. What type of animal is Harvey in Harvey?
It's a bunny.
That is correct for 2 points.
So it is 12-14 as we get into round 3. Round 3 is going to work like this. You're each going to pick what you want for your 1, your 2, your 3, and your 4-point question. Categories you will be able to pick for tonight are comic book movies, sports, movie release dates, Spike Lee, 1980s, war, romantic comedies, and sci-fi fantasy. I'll let them pick their categories right now, and we'll get back to you right now. Okay, we are back going into round 3, and our competitors have picked what they want for their 1, their 2, their 3, and their 4-point question. Antonio's picked his 1 in Spike Lee, his 2 in sports, his 3 in sci-fi fantasy, and his 4 in comic book movies. Whereas David has picked his 1 in comic book movies, his 2 in romantic comedies, his 3 in sports, and his 4 in movie release dates. So, since David is behind, we will start with his 1-pointer in comic book movies. David, 1-pointer in comic book movies. Who plays Batman in 1966's Batman the movie?
Adam West.
That is correct for 1 point. We will stick with you for your 2-pointer in romantic comedies to take the lead. Who plays David, the man who Cal's wife cheats on him with in Crazy Stupid Love?
Kevin Bacon.
That is correct for 2 points.
All right, Antonio, that takes us to your 1-point question in the category of Spike Lee for 1 point. What was the directorial debut of Spike Lee?
Mo Better Blues.
That is incorrect. Correct answer is She's Gotta Have It. So we'll move on to your 2-pointer in the category of sports. Who plays Ty Cobb in Cobb?
Five, 4, 3, 2.
Robert Redford.
That is incorrect. Correct answer is Tommy Lee Jones.
Oh my god.
So it takes us to your 3-pointer in sci-fi fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
And your question. What is the name of the human realm in Warcraft? Five, 4, 3, 2.
I see a Terra.
That is incorrect. Correct answer is Azeroth. So that takes us to your 4-pointer in comic book movies. You need to hit this to send it back to David.
Mm-hmm.
in comic book movies. What is the nickname of Benicio del Toro's character in Sin City?
Jackie Boy.
That is correct for 4 points.
So we'll go over to David for his 3-pointer in sports.
So score, please. What's the score again?
It is 18-15.
Okay.
So if you hit this, you tie it up. 3-pointer in sports. What 90s football film features the Texas State University fighting armadillos?
Necessary Roughness.
That is correct for 3 points and to tie the game. So we are in a situation where if David hits his 4-pointer in movie release dates, he wins the match. If he does not, then we go to sudden death. So David, your 4-pointer in movie release dates. The family films Hoot and How to Eat Fried Worms were released in what year?
I'm pretty sure I know. Repeat.
First repeat. The family films Hoot and How to Eat Fried Worms were released in what year? Five, four, three.
Repeat.
It's your second repeat. The family films Hoot and How to Eat Fried Worms were released in what year? Five, four.
One last repeat.
The family films Hoot and How to Eat Fried Worms were released in what year? And
I'll go with it. Sorry. 2006.
And your winner, David, diehard David Nishimoto, 2006 was the correct answer. So we're going to go to post-match interviews, starting with our unfortunate second place finisher, Antonio. Antonio, you played a great game. Round 3 just didn't quite go your way. How are you feeling?
It's those Danish directorial debuts that are kind of just. I feel like there was a John Carpenter one that also messed me up a while back.
Well, I've told you for months now to download the popular World of Warcraft and play it on your computer because you'll need to know it later in life because that was massive. Yeah, this is fun. I had a lot of fun here tonight in Warzone. Tip my hands. I've been in 2 of these matches and I'm having a blast. Yeah, Antonio didn't go your way. I thought we wouldn't do sci-fi. Fantasy wouldn't be a great idea. I don't think sports would have been a great idea either. It just wasn't our round 3. Yeah. Thanks for having me. I don't know if I'll be back. Have a good one.
Now we're going to go over to David and Anthony.
Whew.
I have no words right now.
I mean,
you won. How are you feeling?
Good. I'm feeling. My God, I didn't want classics the most, and thank God I did okay with it. And I knew like Antonio's questions, and like the last one with the year release date, I kind of knew it between 2006, 2008, and so I just. Yeah, so hopefully that was a crazy match, I gotta say.
I mean, you played fantastic. You did everything you could. I mean, round 2 went the exact opposite way of what we were hoping. He got Marvel, and you got Classics, but you fought through. We knew he was going to do really well in Marvel. You fought through Classics, kept yourself in it, and then you got some tough round 3s. And sometimes it just benefits us when it happens. But you hit what you need to do, and you know How to Eat Fried Worms came out. Like I didn't forgot that was a movie.
And it was a movie, yeah.
The underrated Adam Hicks.
I never seen either of them, but and also like I'll never risk respinning on a category that I kind of am iffy about again. Every time I do that, I get the worst one. So
It happens, but you played great. I mean, Antonio played a great game. That's a great win for you. Like that's just a well played game, and that's a big time win.
All respect to Antonio, super good competitor, and it's like I hope we meet again.
And now we know who you get to play next.
Well, you don't know exactly.
Well, we kind of have an idea, but
you know one of the two people you could play next, either Mark Chaka or Payson Johnson.
Yeah. Either one is going to be a great match. So.
They're both great, and
absolutely.
Well, there. That's what happened.
Well, thank you to David. Thank you to Anthony. Thank you to Cody. Thank you, Antonio. Kirk, final thoughts on the match?
Yeah, it's rough for Antonio. I always say no matter how many movies you've seen, there are always more that you haven't seen. So you never know what you're going to get in round 3, and sometimes it's just some bad luck, and that's what happened to Antonio. Those questions bounce a different way, and this outcome might be different. But David played great. Like they said, he powered through a rough round 2. But I'm looking forward to that next round, regardless whether it's a fun DMC Civil War or Cody gets a chance for revenge. It's going to be a fun match either way.
All right. Well, thank you to our competitors. Thank you to our managers. Thank you to Kirk. I'm Kaleb Boatman. This is Multiplex Movie Warzone.
Bye-bye, boys.
Have fun storming the castle.
Think it'll work?
It would take a miracle. Bye-bye.